Hi my friends, and welcome to Yoga with Irmi. Today we want to create more flexibility in the body, so we will do some poses to limber and loosen the body, create flexibility. And physical flexibility also translates into mental flexibility, and what that means is we might be able to look at situations and issues maybe in a little bit a different way. So when we create strength, flexibility, limberness, all kinds of new aspects for the body, it will translate into other areas into our lives, and that's part of the beauty of yoga. So let's get started, and we start seated into the easy pose. So just cross your legs one way or the other. If you have a hard time sitting like this, take a pillow, put it underneath the buttocks, and just let the pelvis drop forward, and the legs, you can see how my legs come down a lot easier. So if you have a hard time letting the knees come down and you feel struggle here, use a pillow. And if the knees are still up in the air uncomfortably, take a pillow on each side and support your knees. And that is a really comfortable seat. So if you are need a little help here, take your pillows and get more comfortable. And let's just simply start letting the arms be heavy, the shoulders, and then we're gonna draw them up towards the ears on the inhale, and on the exhale just roll them forward and down. And inhale back and up. Imagine you want to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, and then up towards the ears on the exhale, forward and down. So bringing the shoulders towards each other and down. Inhale back and up. And exhale forward and down. Inhale back and up. And exhale forward and down. Pause, take a breath. And let's go the other way. Inhale forward and up, and exhale back and down. Inhale forward and up, and exhale back and down. One more time. Forward and up. Exhale back and down, and pause, take a breath. Maybe wiggle the shoulders and arms and head a little bit, and take a deep breath. Now you can stay where you are. I like being on the floor, so I take the pillows away and go back onto my mat. And we bring the hands onto the knees. Let the torso come forward on about 45-degree angle. And we're going to roll over to the right side. So letting the torso drop, the head, and then roll back. Chin comes to the chest. And over to the left. And forward. And let's go again to the right. Let the head drop. Roll back. When you go back, you can hold the hands onto the knees. And over to the left. And forward. Let's go one more time. Right. Roll back. And left. And forward. And pause. Take a breath or two. So starting to get a little flexibility into the spine and the hips. And let's go the other way, to the left first. And back. And right. And forward. and left and back and right and forward, and one more time to the left and back and right and forward and pause. Stay on the angle here, take a breath. Now we're going to bring the chin slightly more up and inhale. On the exhale, we roll the spine backward. So let the head come down again. And the spine rolls back. Hold the hands against your knees. Inhale, pull yourself forward on your knees. Then let the belly drop forward. Then the chest and the chin comes slightly up. And see how I keep my shoulders down and away from the ears. There's a tendency here to squeeze. If you notice that, let everything drop. So we want to create space between the top of the shoulder and the ear, which keeps the neck nice and long. Inhale. And exhale, roll back. So let the spine roll back, let the chin drop forward. Rounding the spine, hold the hands against your knees. On the inhale, come forward, pull on the knees. And see how everything is limp. I still keep the head hanging and kind of rounded forward. Now as I come forward into the upright position, I let the pelvis drop forward, and then the chest, and then the chin comes up, so the spine is bending forward and down. Gentle back bend actually. Exhale, let's go one more round. Drop the chin, roll back, squeeze the belly in, and forward, belly, chest, and chin. Nice gentle bow here for the spine. And come back to center now. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. Really notice the deep depth of the breath now. A little bit more flexibility in the spine, a little bit more range of motion. So that is a simple way to loosen up the spine and the hips. Now let's come up into a standing position. So we bring the hands forward, bring your feet back, curl the toes under, and this is a nice easy way to come up into a standing position. If you need to come up any other way, of course, feel free to do that. So we come about hip width apart with the feet, spread your toes, soften your knees a little bit, always feel the ground beneath you in the standing poses. So we want to be connected to the ground, to the earth. So the body is almost like a plant on this planet, a walking plant. So we want to have connection to our mother, to our earth mother. Now let's bring the hands onto the hips. And we're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to tilt forward on an angle, maybe 45 degrees. Now you want to look down here and keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine, so it's nice and long. And then roll over to the right side. And back. And over to the left. And forward. So what we do here, we mostly just roll the torso. So the legs, the hips stay pretty stationary and the movement comes from the torso. So we can kind of roll on top of the pelvis here. Over to the right and back and left. The head is loose and forward. Let's go one more time to the other side. Right and back. Let the head hang back if you can. Left and forward and pause. Take a breath here. keep the torso on the angle. And now let's go over to the other side, left side first. Roll back over to the right and forward and left and back and right and forward. Let's go one more time. So just getting some movement into the spine. And forward, take a breath or two. And let's come back into the standing position, mountain pose. Let's bring the feet a little closer together, maybe an inch or two apart. Still a little softness in the knees. Let's stretch it all out now. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, nice and long with the body now and the spine. And exhale, side to side. Floating, nice and slow. Inhale, out and up. This time roll onto the balls of the feet if you can or want to. You can stay on the flats of your feet if this is not accessible to you right now. Just stretching the entire body out now, including the feet. On the exhale, arms float down and the feet come down at the same time. So nice and controlled. Coming back into the mountain pose. Take a breath. And let's go one more time. Inhale, out and up. Roll onto the balls of the feet if possible. Let's take a breath or two. Now if you fall or you wobble, just come back into the pose. No problem. This is called yoga practice. So we just practice. And if it doesn't work, we just try again. On the exhale, float the arms side to side. Let the feet come down. And we come back into the mountain pose. Take a deep breath. And relax for a moment. Feel the arms nice and heavy, the shoulders. And at the same time, we feel the nice length of the spine now. Nice posture. Chest is open. Feet are grounded. The body a little bit more flexible and limber. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little sequence to make your day better. The body a little bit more flexible. I hope I see you next time. And if you have any questions and if you want to check out my class schedule, please go to my website yoga.with.irmi.com and check out my offerings. I also offer free videos and full videos for sale if you need something for your home practice. And other offers, so go to my website yoga.with.irmi.com and I see you next time. Namaste.